how many minutes this should be because I'm apparently keeping someone in Finland a little bit awake if I'm remembering that correctly. But yeah, I think if I find enough things to talk about and think about, then maybe I won't feel sad anymore. So I don't know. If anyone's around, then hello in a vertical way. There's well, hello. Meaty secret, you say? You don't saying it now, too many people. But then, it's the first couple of seconds. How many people could that even be? Hey, Kai. Oh, that's one of the things I could talk about to distract myself. I've finished, was it Sword Village arc of Demon Slayer, and Magdala saying hello, hello. How has your weekend been? There's Lodes with it. Yes, please. He okay, wait, because there's Des in your username. Um, now I guess like Des, the character, the Deltarune, is in my thoughts a bunch. You're asking why I'm so sad, but I've almost gotten on several distractions to. I don't know. I just keep socializing like incorrectly. Ooh, okay. Mm, okay, it's still there. I'm gonna find some distract. Shit. I'm gonna find some distracting things to talk about and think about. Um, but I just keep yeah, socializing really bad, asking why I'm sad. And quick question, huh? What's good? Um, being distracted is something that is good. What was I saying before this? I was saying something about um Des as the character, but no, I'm thinking about Noelle because I subscribe to the subreddit for Soul L. What you put in out here? Okay. Thanks for a damn. Thanks for a little comment out here asking if I'm Asian. Damn it. You know what? Let's check yet again. Am I Asian? Let's figure that out. You're saying, hell yeah, McDonald's. A Caden Van Horn has appeared to say hi. Hello to you. How are you today? There's Kai saying, let's talk digital circuits. Is true. The episode came out, was it last Friday? And I totally did not, get to like process the thoughts or anything like that. You're saying socializing incorrectly is not socializing. You're socializing, so you're doing it correctly. I don't know. I just. Damn it. I keep not like having the right reactions to things. You're saying I look, I look kind of Asian, like from Paraguay. I got up with the chat, so I get to see a deleted message this time. Awesome. Yeah, Magdala coming in here with some excuse me what? I don't know if I've I don't know if I've sufficiently answered your very paid question if I'm Asian. That's killing me though. You're asking if I snore when I sleep. I think that I don't, because I've never witnessed snoring when I sleep. But my mom says that I do, so there's probably one or two snores in there. Then there's Marga Houston saying, how you doing? Hey, it's what the title says, a little tiny bit sad. You're thinking all these trolls are just one guy who has no life. That would explain why a lot of the content is super similar. But yeah, I keep getting, I don't know if you're still here, Kai, but I keep getting the best of amazing digital circus theories on the Reddits. I feel like, okay, I can't tell if we've been like spoiled by Gooseworks by the sentence that is saying like, it's about finding meaning in a stagnant life, right? I don't know if it's about that. Hello to your hating Virgo. I'm sorry. This is where all of my internet access is. It's in the phone right now, and I don't think that this is going to use up all my mobile data, but we're on mobile data still, and it's happening there. We get some highs, we get some hellos, and some 100 of gems of something. I still don't. Well, thank you, Simfire Training. Thanks for the. I don't know how it works, but thanks. You're talking about is probably some 40-year-old incel still lives at their parents. Um, I feel like it's taking me so long to not live at my parents. You're saying we were spoiled, but I was trying to avoid spoilers. But did you see it though? You're saying you seem like the gay version of Jax, where they're at a baseball game. The kind version of Jax, the fun little version of Jax. Very well, Ladybug coming in here to bully me. You're saying I still think Ghostworks is a genius, and I think they're never leaving. Right? That's what I'm thinking too. And in that case, if this was actually revealed on the Tumblr in the asks or something with Amazing Digital Circus, then I'm wondering I'm wondering if this was like kind of genius to reveal it that soon because then it sets our expectations. Like we have the expectation from the pilot episode that maybe there's an exit, maybe there's a way out of the Amazing Digital Circus. But you get the behind the scenes from Gooseworks blog, and you're like, okay, Gooseworks is into vor. But then you go a little deeper and you're like, okay, so there's meaning to be had in a stagnant life. And you kind of like that means they're not getting out, right? That means they maybe it's actually physically impossible for them to get out of the digital circus. They don't have bodies waiting for them outside of the digital circus. Then there's some there's there's hello to women scare me NCR. I okay, I got locked into talking about the various things Amazing Digital Circus for a second there, but I like to say hello to everybody. You're more into Red Dead Redemption 2. Surprisingly, not the first person that has come by here who has been into that. I don't know. I remember someone from a couple years ago who used to be talking about Red Dead Redemption, and yeah, sometimes I still wonder. I still wonder what's up with that. Yeah, Ghostworks is into divorce. Which I don't want that to be the topic necessarily. There's but that is something. We got some have a good day now and some hellos and take this before I go. Did YouTube give out some like free stuff for people to give away to streamers? That's pretty cool. Thanks. There's okay. They, them, he or she. What do you prefer? Why? Thank you for asking. I could take a they, them. I could take a she, her sometimes. Surprisingly, YouTube lets you select which one you go by. But they also let that information only be available to subscribers, and that's really funny to me. Apparently, if you're not subscribed, never refer to me. That's an option here on YouTube. All right. You're saying, did you see that Epic Games is giving away a heck ton of free games? Oh, for real? Is there some good stuff on there? I can get stuff free and super legal kind of thing. You're asking, so you are a female? I mean, right now I'm just a sad. Then that's what's on my mind. Just trying to be distracted, but whatever you want to do with that information, it's yours to do with that information. Vertical life scare me, life scares me. They're saying, in all honesty, you don't care, you don't support gay. Why did you? You have the option not to ask. You have the option to live however you want, you know? And then there's. Okay, you're saying you're not the number one. This is unacceptable. I'm leaving. Jokes aside, I'm EP. Right? Maybe we shall wind this down in some capacity because I wasn't sure how many minutes I want to be here because I mean there's various things that I could talk about. I've gotten to the finale of Demon Slayer, sort of thing. Just today I stumbled upon Please Donate VTuber Roblox. Great title. Wow. Wow. I need to up my title game. And by up, I mean uppercase, upper caps. She's into what, like for real? Like the Jax Kane joke wasn't weird funny, but freaky funny? I mean, and apparently, if you rewatch the entire show, there's a couple more jokes like that. Like Kane had like asked Bubble, what do humans do on a date? And Bubble responded, they eat each other, huh? Pause. What's up? And so there's hints, there's clues, and then like in the first episode, as someone who's like scared of this, I have the opposite reactions and sensitivities to Vor and such, and you have what the Gloinks and the Gloink Queen and whatever, and I'm looking at that and I'm being like, that's a little scary, but then maybe Sparks is looking at that and being like, we could maybe jork it to this together. Anyway, there's really so no love in my heart saying, do you have a girlfriend? Yeah, but we're open. The answer, I sound like if Albert Einstein was zesty. I would love to be smart in my life. I keep meeting very smart people, and it's very delightful. And my life is better for meeting them. But I don't feel very smart these days. Someone's told me I'm smart. You don't have a girlfriend. There's guy saying I think Jackson Pomney should kiss. The ship is taking over me. I like how there is potential to ship like so many combinations of these characters. Then there's thing I wasn't talking to you. It's not all about you. Oh god. Okay. Pomni kiss Jack Sandy abstracts. What do you think that would be like in the amazing digital circus to kiss somebody as they're abstracting this? It looked a little tiny bit contagious. It looked a little something. Is he asking me to confirm that it's all about you? All right. Yeah. It is all about you. I'm sorry, I sort of intruded on what it's all about. There's I'm not gonna mention how literally everything thus far has been a red herring. There's been a lot of red herrings, but I don't know whether this means that the outside, like on the blog, Amazing Digital Circus questions have been red herrings also. I feel like some of them have been jokes, but have some of them been red herrings? I don't know. There's Magdella also saying Epic Games is giving away the Hogwarts Legacy Slime Rancher 2. Oh, wait, Detroit Become Human? Ooh, I feel like I know basically all the secrets of Detroit Become Human, but maybe I would still get in there. It's free if it's free. Oh, Red Dead Redemption for the holiday. Well, okay, that's very exciting. There's I wasn't caught up with the chat, so I didn't get to see this random ass person saying, "You're an idiot and I hate you." I'm so sorry. You're getting flamed out of nowhere. YouTube is Sadie Williams. All right, are we jorking it to Amazing Digital Circus? I have no idea. We're having some Jesus up in here. You know, you know. How difficult do we actually think it would be for me to convert to every religion, one after the other? And maybe you group them by similarities. You want to have all of the Christian denominations so you get familiar with them. I don't know. I'm definitely missing out on some knowledge, and I definitely want to learn sometime, but eh, I think about that sometimes, but I've never actually sat down to try to do that. Magdella's saying Zubul wants to gazoink, so I don't think kissies are too far fetched. Right, right. Let's see about that. We have your first hater. There's Cookie Slays saying hello. I'm new. I'm not caught up in the chat. Oh my gosh, are you still here? But hello to you, Cookie Slays. There's Greg saying, let's be real. The only important ship is Ming X Ugly Fish One. Is that what they were in the? Is that what those things were in the credits? Ugly fishes? I mean, they were fishes, and when I looked at them, I didn't think they were good looking. So maybe we're talking about some day one haters. Hello, Nuam. Lord, Desi, my hate is not being acknowledged. I am sorry. Okay, did I finally catch up on the? Did I finally catch up on the chat? You're saying what's my favorite cat? Ooh, well, I mean, like as a figurine, I'm looking for a cat about this big, as big as my thumbnail, and then it could live on my desk or something. You're saying your big toe is really big. Is there something wrong? I mean, is it not usually very big? Because, I mean, sometimes it just what it is, whatever it is. Hello to Naomi Figueredo. Hello to you. Hello, what's your day like? We're talking about the amazing digital circus and maybe some theories. And then, I guess the ship between okay, in Deltarune, the ship between the Soul and Noelle, different from Chris and Noelle, is kind of on my mind. I don't think I ship it. I don't think I ship it, but I think I see a lot of fan art about it, and that fascinates me. There's what I say. I'm not a hater. I'm rules. Okay, the guy who intentionally makes everyone around me spontaneously become haters of me by existing. They're introducing something like that in the anime Demon Slayer, except wait a second. Is it about being a hater, or is it about defeating one guy, defeating Amazon? I think it's about the latter there. So you're talking about being the only one in this chat. I'm catless. I've never had a cat, never seen a cat in real life. I used to see a cat in real life, and now I get never see. Okay, I had to say it. This okay. We wanted a good live stream. Hey, it's one about Amazing Digital Circus. What can I say? You're saying I would let Jax abstract me 24/7 if you know what I mean. Do I know what you mean? Do I know what you mean? Big time is saying I'm the quiet kid in class, and so you're supposed to be one in my school. I feel like you said something earlier. Oh, wait, you were asking what the favorite cat is. I suppose, like, my mom's favorite cat was like a calico, and so I've never gotten to have a cat. Oh, one time a cat liked me, and it was Siamese, and so maybe that's my favorite cat. All right, there we go. Scroll on down, Soul as Noel. Okay, right. Have you heard of that ship? Because I'm not like caught up on the chat. Have you heard of that ship? You're saying if I was a moderator, can I block myself? I made all of the regulars moderators one day, and if they say no, they say that's not it. You're saying Noel Exousias, truth. Yes. Wait, did I? Yes, okay, yes. And I definitely do have the favorite ships. It's hilarious. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate and hilarious that they got eclipsed by Spamtena on Archive of Our Own that fast in the amount of ships that they have. I mean, we need to have more Yuri fighters out here. We have to fight for Yuri. Then there's Magdala saying, I tried, no you can't. That's yucky, especially with the weird soul root, right? Yeah. I think everyone who's into that ship, okay, maybe at least 70% of people into that specific Soul and Noel sort of a ship, into it for the drama and the toxicity, for the let's see what Noel transforms into in all of this fan fiction. Let's make a yandere. Okay. So you've tried to ban yourself. We got a genuine one. We got a genuine question. Am I Asian? Oh my god. I should keep I don't know, shots on hand or something for someone like asking if I'm Asian. All right. So you're saying you knew it would be asked. Right, right. There's some thank you for cell phones. You scare me, but it turns me on. The what the hell? What the hell? All right. So maybe Aiden not being racist is just a joke. Hey, is just a joke is one thing to say, but that's one of the most powerful, most effective ways of communication, best ways of softening an idea. I think a joke has power. I think a joke has power for real. All right, so there were some removed messages going on as I'm trying to catch up on the chat. All right, and have I almost gotten here? Wait, did you did you retract a message on purpose? Maybe are you respecting one of the pronouns that I have, but still saying that I ate a cat or something? It makes me laugh. It does make me laugh. I don't know what's the strangest things that I have eaten actually. I don't know. There's the rattlesnake. There's a snail at some point. Um, but I I don't know, not a normal part of my diet. Not a normal part of my diet. You're saying too many messages, can't catch up, but I've finally done it. Sorry to sorry to throw all of this weirdness at you. You're saying you've ate a snail as well, comrades? Yes, very awesome. We're a whole bunch of snail eaters up in here, and Jarufis. Am I being merged with Elvis? You love escargot. You ate a whole onion once. Would dine again. I feel like onions are pretty affordable. What stops you from eating another onion? You're saying isn't the ostrich egg shell weird enough? I didn't eat the shell. Notably did not have the shell. I've only had ostrich egg. And there's Rally Artist saying hello again. You're saying you ate a microwave. Oh my goodness. Like in a food way? Like piece by piece? Well, how did that go down? There's Magdala saying, so you're the reason why snakes want to be a human but are only a dish. See, yes, that is the full lore. It wasn't just a random song. You're saying like Sisyphus, oh, the guy who's rolling the boulder up a hill. I had Undertale on the mind, and you're giving us Five Nights at Freddy's lore as fast as possible. You're saying after murders is possessing animatronics, you become Springtrap. The main goal is soul release and vengeance at Pizzeria Sam. My best friend who got a doctorate in psychology, I think, is also a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, and so I should really ask her for the full rundown of the lore sometime because I'm getting a little snippet here. You give me a little snippet of Five Nights at Freddy's lore, but I have someone in my life that I could bond with over this, and that really makes me think. You ate a microwave? You put your brother in the microwave? Very interesting. You loving microwaves? Interesting. Could I move closer to the camera, please? I'm detecting maybe a little bit of sarcasm, but I'm a crowd pleaser. Okay, but we could go like this also. We're saying McDonald's are talking about this, and yeah, okay. Is this a dude or a girl? Is asked yet again, and oh, when I okay, this is the second time I'm being asked, sort of like in this stream. But when I think of it, all that comes back is that I am sad today. I am just sad today. All right, but we talk about the various other things, and it distracts from being sad, and that's a good thing to do. There's a, we get a. Is this a second Jesus loves you sort of a person, or another type of a person? I mean, I don't know. Okay, like I feel like I feel like even though this is not my jam. I feel like if you wanted to explain why, I don't know, your personal relationship with the Jesus, I don't know. I could hear it. What does it mean to you? There's Mr. Guy saying 89 is better than 67. Interesting. But why? Is it because that is how old you are? I'm saying to move away from the camera. Okay. Tape the camera to a ceiling fan. I actually don't have a ceiling fan, but I have one that could be waiting to be installed. But we could get some funny angles up in here. The only thing is, I'm afraid that it would show my feet. There's ra- ra- rally artist. Why are you giving us so many emojis and eating a car battery? Alright, so we can't exactly tape the camera to a ceiling fan because I don't have that going on. You're saying the person is always on the room. Was that a comment? Was that supposed to be a comment on ceiling fan amount? It's always, are you Asian or are you a girl? But never, how are you? Or does the fish want to be a human? Yes! Gosh, that could be a good opener on dating apps too. You want to be a human? You're about to be a human. Millennial human. From where? From which angle? Damn it. I've met someone really millennial lately, and 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 as a zillennial, it makes me feel younger. But honestly, I don't know. So Sophie Williams saying, I'm friends with his associates. Many people, to be honest, drink problems, road rage, not a kind guy. Oh my gosh. Okay, you're saying I just wanted to see the camera spin nauseously fast. I actually have but yeah, just like request that at any time because there's a ring on the back of this phone. So let's uh how was that? How was that? And you're giving us some faces. Are you asking if I'm 6 or 7 years old? Very interesting. Um, well, the spinning has always been an option. Actually, you are nauseous. I am sorry. I've been, I think I've been following all of the requests so far because they've been within reason, very reasonable for YouTube. One of the other things that I thought about talking about to make me less sad, although if you want to talk about, I don't know, any of your life, then I'm glad to hear about it also. Hey, just let me know if you want to spin again, I guess. Um, so if you want to talk about your life, I would love to listen. I would love to I would love to see 1 million emojis in the hidden messages. There's a talk of Williams. I love being the direct cause of this, but not being held responsible. Oh no, Chara made me do it. Type shit. Okay. There's a little hi to Sebastian Pizza. Hello to you. What's on your mind today? I'm trying to be less sad, but if I think about it too hard, I will cry again. Saying, is that why there's a lot of fish emojis in DC? I'm not sure. You're going to sleep. That's very good. I've accidentally kept what I believe is two moderators up a little bit. River by the Sea reacting to Amazing Digital Circus. Do you have a moment? River, do you have a moment? Wait, okay. It's still showing your username as River. Was there another thing to say these days? Oh, you found all of the fish emojis. But yes, there's Kane. I think they're not getting out of the digital circus. I really think they are not. I think I don't know what meaning they could have. I don't know how they're going to inject meaning into this and still have it be stagnant. You're saying there's a skull on my mind. I like that. Like what? In what way? You're saying you're bored. What should I do? You should read a whole magazine back to front. And you're saying you went to bed. There's thoughts, there's discussion. Sleep is important. The guy saying everybody stay up. Easy for you to say. You're also on the continental North America is what I think. Okay, you're talking about being bored, and there's a lot more emojis coming out of all of that. Okay, Amazing Digital Circus. I think maybe Kane will give them the ability to bone. I think maybe that could be something, but then would that go against the message of stagnation? If a stag party is possible, then would it go against the message of stagnation and meaning like coexisting with each other? I'm not sure. And what if they found out like a little bit about what happened to their actual bodies? Because I think that their minds are just there. I think everyone's a digital copy, and they can't go back into their bodies. I think they can't. So you're talking about Amazing Digital Circus. Do you think Abel was really a fabrication of Kane, or was he telling the truth? That would be ooh. And if okay, wait. If Kane was if Abel was not a fabrication, if Abel was actually a person, then then does that mean that that Kane had like eliminated at the end? You're saying what accent is that? I think it's somewhere in the American range of accents while I'm speaking. But I did come up homeschooled, so I don't actually know what accent I'm supposed to have. I just sort of say things from media. All right. So, was there a little bit of spam for a second? Was there a little bit of a spam for a second? There's definitely the emoji spam. All right. So you're asking what's my favorite Amazing Digital Circus character? I mean, okay, so I know Jax is the favorite character of the creator of Gooseworks. You're saying it's an accent from Zestyland? Damn, okay, being clocked out here, sure. And okay, you're saying your headcanon is that everyone has false memories, like in their past lives pre-circus. Ooh, wait. I am wondering if there would be false memories, but that part seems so unshakable. I think maybe they have actual memories. I'm not quite sure. I think maybe my favorite character might be Jax. I wouldn't really expect this. Maybe Ragatha? But then Kinger is like oddly comforting. I don't know. Maybe my favorite character is just whoever gets the most screen time in the last episode, which would explain why I said Jax and then Ragatha, because Ragatha was having a moment. Okay, how about favorite character that I just like without any particular reasoning or episode being focused on them? I think Kane is really fascinating. Really, like probably a really antagonistic force for our main characters, naturally, but fascinating. I do adore a good robot. Then there's Greg saying, "I have no mouth, but I'm a scream." Ends with all but one character killing each other. So maybe Pomni gets turned into a spooky slug creature for freeing everyone from Kane. Ooh, would would one of them be left in the stagnant existence to find meaning? I wonder. So you're wondering if there's a Bible reference, and my headcanon is that Cain put a limiter on Cain's mind. I think that probably Cain, what he's done to Kinger, might have like tried to make him more satisfied or take out some memories. Maybe it was taking out some memories because I think probably Kinger understands the nature of the digital circus and was, I don't know, telling newcomers about it, giving it to them straight, and maybe Kane thought that this was making everyone sad and was like, okay, what if nobody remembered how they got into the circus or understood what was going on here? Would that make them happier? And so just sort of cut that understanding out of Kinger. That would really be something, huh? You think you're gonna see a live action episode? I I hope so, but oh my gosh, can you imagine the pressure on the actors to like find an actor that I don't know fits with people's expectations? I feel like for an animated character, I feel like that's a really tough bar to clear. Your favorite characters, Jackson, I see Knights of Guinevere. Oh my goodness, was the one with the ladybug? Have you banned this individual or something? Oh my goodness. All right. Um. Okay. So you're thinking this was your favorite episode yet? What do we think of Jax's hallucination trip? Oh my gosh, yeah. Um. That was. People keep calling that almost abstraction, like what happened to Jax. Very nearly abstracting, but I I wasn't sure, like, if I, like, didn't pay close enough attention and you took, like, a little bit of stupid sauce. I'm not sure. Alright. Your favorite is King. Are you so relatable? Not in the wise mentor territory, but more in the unstable lunatic territory. Ooh, okay. And there's Sebastian saying, I like the ribbon guy. I forgot her name. Hey, hey. Sometimes agenda is like that, Guyana her. But yeah, Gangle, and I feel like I can put that name to the memory. You're saying I love Gangle, my favorite college failure. Oh yeah, totally. And we're gonna you're thinking that they would just do the voice talent if they did a live action of Amazing Digital Circus? I That would make the most sense, but also I okay, like Kinger is supposed to be like a little bit older, and so would that like match up with what's going on? Or do you think maybe that the ages that Gooseworks gave, do you think that those were just to throw us off? All right. You're not used to IRL Michael Kovac. You're used to the PNG tuber model. Ooh, okay. Talking about some pencil sharpener blades. The Amazing Digital Circus were all clowns. All their theories will be wrong. The real ending is that everyone was bored by a robot. Yeah, that's one way to talk about it, to think about. What do you think of the fish? Definitely a highlight. Definitely a highlight. You're talking about Zach Hadel, and you're saying Stranger Things is the GOAT. Oh my gosh. One time I tried to watch Stranger Things so that I would have something in common to talk about with a pen pal, because I was, I don't know, trapped in the house all the time, really lonely and really bored. And I think I only kind of made it to starting on season 3, and that trips me up because if I had gotten all the way through season 3, it seems like people's favorite characters are like in there, and that some really good iconography is in there. Um, but yeah, I mean, I haven't heard much about the latest season except everyone's like, "Damn, these kids are old." And yeah, that's basically all that I've heard. All right, there's River saying, I feel like Abel is real, but Kane just manipulated him at the very end. You think that maybe Kane like vanished an actual human? There's Nathan Ryan saying, Merry Christmas, tickles and kisses to you. Well, normally I would reserve that for somebody that I know a little better, but hey, when we go on the internet, sometimes somebody randomly distributes some tickles and some Christmas and some. Damn, there's Fartmeister saying, I wish more episodes of Digital Circus were coming out more frequently. Right? I mean, but they keep getting more and more high quality, is something. I don't know if you notice, like, the way the facial expressions move in the animation, all of the micro expressions, and you compare that to the pilot, it's really high quality these days. So all we can do is hope to fall into a coma and envy the people who can binge the entire show when it's already all come out. You're saying Ugly Fish number 2 was voiced by a senior pillow. Oh my gosh. You're saying season 3 is mid, season 4 is better. Ooh, okay. Some recommendations for the Stranger Things. Fartmeister is saying, I like Hazbin Hotel, but I don't care for the community too cringe. I have wanted to catch up on Hazbin Hotel so that I could specifically like watch it like in person with my one friend who's in town with me. But I, but we keep not making the time to, I don't know, go over to one another's house or something. And so I feel like I've had almost basically all of season 2 spoiled for me. But I mean, the reviews have come in that it's high quality, and I don't get to binge it all at once. So there's some positives there, some positives. All right, there's River saying Jax had a lot going on. Feel like he was so PTSD'd with stuff we haven't seen yet. Joe, I shall go. It's 2 a.m. and I got work. I'll give a gift before leaving. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Always a delight to see you, Magdilla. I'm so sorry that it is 2 a.m. and I'll see you. I'll see you later. How do I refund you though? How do I refund you? There's JK Gaming saying hello, 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 hello. I'm only just now catching up with this part of the chat. You're not a fan of Hash Brown Motel. Several hellos are here. Jack Brown saying, I'm gonna bring fart spray to my high school and spray it in the bathroom to prank someone. I mean, isn't but you could just shit badly. You could just really blast. Why do you need the fart spray? Do you know somebody who doesn't blast, who walks into the bathroom and doesn't blast? All right, well, you just see all of that. Ozzy is saying, a gay guy is a big fan of Hespen Hotel and he has a crush on me. Oh, very exciting. Can you please open your eyes? You get some repetitive messages now, don't you? Don't you? But hello, how are you? What's on your mind? The topic of the stream can be whatever you like, although I do get a little distracted. There's River saying, I have not seen a show so well written since The Owl House. Ooh, okay. And you're into lots of films and movies and TV, and so you would know Owl House, Amazing Digital Circus, what the quality is. How can you see your chat if your eyes are closed? Oh, I mean, I miss a lot of stuff that goes on in the chat anyway. Do 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 do. And there's what he's saying. Zara, will you watch Pluriba so I can have somebody to yap about it with? I mean, it sounds really high quality, and the aforementioned smart people that I have interacted with also like it. So I really do wish to see some high quality sci-fi. Hello to Yuna. Hello. I do remember you this time. But what's going on in your life lately? What's new with you? What's new with me is that I've had a very big milkshake that had a roasted marshmallow right on top of it. It was very ridiculous. I hope something fun has happened to you lately. There's River by the Sea saying, Dana was so good at writing cliffhangers and hooks of episodes. They were so engaging, and so is Circus. Okay, so what you want out of episodic format, Amazing Digital Circus, Owl House, you want the cliffhangers and the tension and the intrigue. All right, I see it. It drives some people crazy, but it's also the spice of life, we would say. There's Fartmeister declaring, gay guys are attracted to me and also trans. I've been told I'm cute. I'm just sitting there like, meh. Okay, interesting. You don't mind the compliments, though. All right. Well, that's definitely something that's on your mind, and I did say that anything that's on your mind could be a topic that we talk about. So, hey, congratulations on being a cutie patootie, I guess. I don't know what else I was supposed to say to that, but congratulations. I hope that goes good for you. There's River saying, I also like how minimally invasive or present the music in Amazing Digital Circus is. There's a lot of silent moments that are really good. Ooh, okay, that's pretty good. There's Una saying, yeah, watching you. Okay, that's what's new in your life lately. Okay, that's pretty good. Jack Brown is making chocolate-covered strawberries. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I started this stream partially so that I could have other things distracting me in my head, so that they wouldn't be dead, so that I could not cry. But then you're making chocolate covered strawberries. I am so jealous. I could actually cry. Oh my god. Okay. There's River by the Sea saying, I love how mature and dramatic it is, given how silly the design and backgrounds are. There's JK Gaming busting in with the Are you a boy or a girl? I can't tell. No offense. Hey. Hey. I mean, okay, when you ask that, what I want to ask you next is, for what purpose do you want to know? I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when you know? That feels important to me. I'm personally, I'm doing girl stuff lately. Girl power, yippee, woohoo. You want to ask if I'm Asian next? There's River saying, I love how serious the scenes are, like in the shooting episode of Pomni and Jax's fight, right? So there's a high to serenity. I'm catching up on the chat. Charo isn't point of girl. She's Asian. That's one answer for real. River saying, what also had good writing? Deltarune and Charo and I are both Filipinos. Oh, there you go. I got a really good Filipino like nightcore song, sort of meme remix kind of thing, recommended to me lately, but then it got copyright stricken and it's gone now, and I need to find it again and have that. There's Fartmeister saying, you look good with a Hime haircut, if you know what that is. Is that like parted in the middle and then a little bit wavy? Corbin is saying, say happy birthday to my brother, Ty Nidik. Okay, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, being born in December and all that. All right, you're saying the parted hair is nice too. I used to rock that for a while. Also, my hair gives me some trouble sometimes. I think that I like it short, makes me very happy short. I don't really ever meet anybody who likes my hair short. Everybody I've met likes it when my hair is long, except for me, who I've also met. And I don't know, I love going to sleep with wet hair. My Lola said not to do that, that I would die, but I don't know. I think it makes it wake up with like volume and stuff in the morning. You're saying, you know who else is Filipino? Andy from Knights of Guinevere. Okay, represent, represent, represent. Do you agree we had peak media this year? We're so blessed with many dope indie and mainstream shows and movies. Thoughts on Dana Terrace's Knights of Guinevere? I Okay, I like it a lot, but I also have strange conflicting feelings about it because I met somebody in my town through the friendship app because I'm trying to socialize more. Met somebody in my town who also likes it and is a fan of it and is really into it, but then Mm, I don't know. I didn't respond to a message for a long while, so I'm just trying to figure out how to apologize and like see if we can still know each other. But it is really high quality. It's now tangled up in a strange little life experience, but there's much to think about, and I'm simply obsessed with the ways that Knights of Guinevere sort of parodies Disney and working under Disney with such specificity, such vitriol, but it still feels like it has an ode, just sort of a I don't know, heart at it that just acknowledges that even if something is mass media, even if something is Disney itself, it can still mean a lot to you as a kid. And I just love all of that. You remember when I shaved my hair? Sorry for talking too much. My ADHD is activated. No, you're talking exactly the right amount. I really do want to think about other things. Instead of him saying, you sleep with wet hair, you're playing with fire, Jaro. I'm playing with wet hair. I'm playing with wet hair. I think I've been very clear about this. One day, you won't wake up anymore. Remember me when that happens. You, I'm going into the eternal sleep where I only remember you, is what I'm saying. Oh my god. Alright, so there's Jeremy saying, what the fuck this? She's saying, don't hesitate to tell them. Just a thought, what if Dana get lawsuited by Disney? He's saying, what is this cringe voice? I just go out and I talk. I never learned how to talk properly, actually, because I don't know, I got stuck in the house for too long. I was trapped in the house for 14 years, so whatever comes out of my mouth, that's just how it works. It's just what I have to live with. There's you're gonna hide this individual literally. It's fair. And okay, you're genuinely entertaining. What if Dana get lawsuited by Disney? I don't think it's possible, right? Okay, but then I think that whatever you work on when you're at Disney, or at least I've heard this, whatever you work on when you're at Disney, um, it belongs to Disney. They sign some sort of a contract like that. They want to own all of your intellectual property. You're saying, are you watching Fiona and Cake? It's a good show. Fiona and Cake mentioned really, really, and okay. I really do want to see the second season because I've seen the first season of Fiona and Cake, and I don't know. I don't know if I have the energy in me, but also I actually don't do much better things with my time. I should make a list of all the things that I could do with my time and figure out what the best one to do is. But I I'm wondering if I should react to that. And Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm wondering genuinely. All right, so you're talking about a cave gremlin, and you're saying, wait, Charles, I'm also watching the Steven Universe. Please read my Discord DMs because I posted a lengthy post there. I did get to read some stuff, but my head's in a tizzy. I've gone all over the place, but I did get to see a bit of your DMs. Just something immediately happened to me afterward. That's got my head off of my shoulders. There's Sedgwick Williams saying, I'm about to sell my likeness and biological matter to Disney. They're paying well. Should I do it? I don't know. How well are they paying? And also, are you ready to be promised like an adaptation of you or whatever is happening, and it's gonna be stuck in development hell, and then it's not going to come out how you want it to come out? How about that? And you're asking, did I watch every single episode of Steven Universe? I mean, Steven Universe was definitely from my trapped inside the house kind of days. So, yeah, that was one of the things that I watch every single episode because I wanted to be anywhere else and feel like I knew people. There's Ramen saying, I just came, hello to you. There's Yeah, there's Yuna saying left for 5 seconds, and I see you on all fours. What it is, what it is. Hello, running the shoulder saying Frank Grimes committed crimes. Oh shit, that rhymes. How y'all doing today? Doing, doing a little bit better in this stream. Not crying as much as I was. Not crying as much as I was. How are you? How are you today? And should you just sell um this likeness and biological matter to Disney? Should you do that? Should you sell your likeness and biological matter to Disney? Well, we will find out. All right. So you just watched the episode of Greg, Stephen, and Garnick in the motel, and you love the show so far. You look sleepy. I've slept weird, but also the thing that I've noticed from people going into their 20s, like into their 30s, like I have some years left to go, but they mostly just look like more tired. They mostly just look more tired. There's we get a little bit of a macroaggression. There's I think saying thanks for the advice. Oh, now I have 20 more US dollars. Very funny. Very hilarious. What you gonna spend all that cash on, all that dough on? There's Nora saying Hunter x Hunter or Naruto. Ooh, I'm actually kind of guilty of not watching things if they have a lot of filler, so I actually never made it through Naruto, despite knowing a Naruto fan in my life right now. And maybe that would be a fun kind of a bonding opportunity, but I just there's a lot of filler episodes. I would want to watch the supercut. I would want to watch the supercut. Oh my gosh. Are you getting tired of the girl or boy questions? It's very fair. It's very fair. Is this why people wear a pronouns pin? I could do that. I feel like it's a little bit if I'm doing that on a live stream, maybe that's kind of corny, but we get the question enough. So there's River saying, "What's your favorite episode so far of Stephen?" Oh, what do you mean so far? I've seen all of them. Um, Probably, am I remembering the title correctly? It's Over, isn't it? There's some damn good songs. There's some damn good songs in there. It was either called that or something to do with Empire City, but basically when you see Pearl singing, perhaps in an outfit, perhaps it's a whole musical episode. Oh yeah, that one stands out in my memory all these years, even though there's a lot of favorites in this show. So many. Then there's okay. We try to catch up in the chat a little bit more. You see the episode of Connie and Steven in Rose's room. It's amazing how psychological it gets. Right? You're saying what's my favorite anime? Ooh, for a while it was One Punch Man or on High School Host Club. Hmm. I've been watching more lately. Which one is my favorite? I've seen some standouts. I've seen a Serial Experiments Lane. I I always have trouble picking favorites when somebody asks me what a favorite anything is, really. But you're you're saying what is that hairstyle called and why do I only see the Far Easters rocking it? I honestly I honestly don't know, but despite what I got going on, um my I'm Filipina. I'm Filipina. All right. Okay. So the favorite anime though, it might be Cowboy Bebop. It might be, but maybe I'm only picking that as a favorite because it fits with my idea of myself as a person. But then again, I don't know. I'm sure I could rewatch it and deeply enjoy every single episode of it all over again and crave more of it. And if that's not a favorite, then what is, right? And River's saying, okay, ooh, watch what forums you say that on. You're saying arguably Steven is a filler heavy show. I have known people. I have known people that would I don't know, rip your limbs off for that. Not saying that I'm gonna, not saying that it's deserved. I'm just saying the fandom has had some war torn days. So you watch out. You watch out where you're saying that. All right. None of this. You like episodes that have songs in them because they're so character developmental and effectively progress the story. It's really effective use of songs, musical format. You're saying your favorite anime is probably Lupin the Third. Haven't watched a lot. Ooh, okay. I then I have to recommend you a Cowboy Bebop. And then right after that, maybe, um, Serial Experiments Lane is really cool if you like trippy stuff. And then if you like fun stuff, or on High School Host Club, if I have to recommend stuff. And then I feel like Hunter x Hunter was surprisingly emotional to me. Was surprisingly emotional to me. You're saying finish watching Death Note for once, my goodness. um I haven't finished watching Death Note. I forgot what the circumstances what circumstances I wanted to get into to finish watching Death Note. I haven't. It's really good though, I hear. Yeah. Um and Yuna is saying, "Do I understand Korean?" A little bit. I just ended supposedly 1,000-day Duolingo streak in Korean. 안녕하세요 type of thing. 안녕합니다 kind of thing. I don't know, just a little. And there's River saying it's that Western show filler is different from anime filler. Okay, because you're saying that every episode is good. Okay, I like your perspective on that. But you're saying, have you heard of the infamous Lily Orchard video of Steven Universe sucks? Lily Orchard, um, I fully believe the allegations against Lily Orchard and tend to not, um, like believe not give any Lily Orchard opinions like value or weight, because Lily also came out with a like 100 like writing sins type of thing that was like so blatantly contradictory that just the logic of it. I don't know. I don't know. I it's I haven't explained any of that well whatsoever. I just I guess to me it's open and shut like a box, and there we go. What do you think of Rebecca Salt, Rebecca Pepper, Rebecca Spicy, Rebecca Sugar? I mean, okay. I'm gonna assume you mean the last one. What do I think of Rebecca Sugar? I mean, definitely one of the artists that I'm in awe of and look up to. And I look at the way that I've lived my life and I wonder, can I ever make something that worthwhile? And then she comes out with an album of just music, just unrelated music to Steven Universe or anything that's like encouraging young artists to do their thing and everything like that. And I and it's so encouraging and heartbreaking at the same time. So I love Rebecca Sugar's perspectives. I want to say I love the perspectives that she has on artwork and all of the fiction that comes out of their head. Yeah. um Secretary Williams is saying Steven Universe is an amazing show, very good ideas and plot, but indeed full of filler and very badly executed in many places. I love it. It hurts to know that I could love it even more. And there's Mr. Salty Walty saying, "Can you read this comment?" I try to read all of the every comments. So hello, how are you? And what's on your mind today? River is saying, I feel like young Steven does annoy me a little bit because there are times Steven gets annoying with his childlike behavior and attitude. Ooh. Then in that case, I'm really excited. I'm very excited to see what your opinions are going to be on the show as it moves forward. And if you get to Steven Universe Future, that is definitely a show that I don't know addresses all of this kind of things. They're actually saying Death Note is just like 35 20-minute episodes long. You're doing it on purpose. I couldn't even focus on the classes I was in this semester, honestly. I've been mentally checked out, for a couple of months, but I want to have the spice of life just sort of in front of me once more. There's River saying, because most of the time he doesn't know what to do and just keeps on reacting and reacting. This is season 1, season 2, Stephen, but the show is still a good show. Okay, that's that's a really interesting perspective to have. I wanna say to have up in here because I the like acknowledging it as maybe kind of a pitfall, maybe kind of a limitation, but also something that intrigues you. That's it's very interesting to me. Oh, hello to you, Nico Shushu. Oh my goodness, I've started this stream too late. You've just missed Magdala. But hello, how are you? How are you feeling today? There's it. Saying that's all you have to say about my SU rant review comment. This is a debate. Okay, I can have a little bit more of your opinions. They're saying that it's full of filler and very badly executed in many places. I love it, but it hurts to know that I could love it even more. Honestly, okay, with you specifically, I want to say that you have opinions that are a little bit trolling so often that I'm not sure whether to take them serious, and then I just sort of took this into my eyeballs and then I wasn't sure whether to take it seriously. All right,
Okay, fine. I'm gonna play the part of the biggest Steven Universe fan right now because I still have some fan art up on my walls. I still have a poster up in my bathroom, and I'm gonna say, "I'm offended. You've offended me," and that's what's happening here. All right. So, um, there's Nicodemo saying, "No, I'll be gone. Hey, gotta sleep. Apparently, it's 2 a.m. 2 a.m. in that time zone. Going to work on two jobs. I forgot to ask what the second job was. You're saying trolling opinions. My opinions are always serious, except when they aren't. This is a real one. Okay." Okay, and then I'm offended for real. What's up? and um, okay, but no, okay. Even when I'm being offended, being offensive, I can discuss things critically, even when I have my emotions and emotional reactions. All right, so there's Steven Universe is terrible television. Okay, hey, I don't know you. You can't offend me. You have to be elaborate a little bit more, but also now it's planted in my head that because River mentioned the Lily Orchard video, Steven Universe sucks kind of thing. Now I have Lily Orchard in my head as the primary Steven Universe hater, and I don't take her opinion seriously whatsoever, due to how disgusting she is as a person. Oh my god. And that's gonna like taint my opinions if somebody comes in and says that. Okay, there's River saying, "Hey Cheryl, I noticed you haven't been live streaming games. Is your laptop okay? Oh, my Wi-Fi is out. I really want to. I really want to play a game. I finally have time to, at least a little bit of time to. It's the winter break now, and 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 there's more, and there's space on my laptop once again, and we could get all of this stuff so set up. And now the Wi-Fi's out. So high from mobile data kind of thing. All right. So there's River saying my favorite Steven Universe episode so far is the one where Steven takes Lars and Sadie to an island. Ooh, it's definitely an intriguing one. And then I want to say the consequences of that episode echo farther than people would expect them to on a first watch. It definitely goes far, you know? You're saying, I don't know, Lars and Sadie episodes are rare in the show, and I liked how it was focal on Lars and Sadie, who are my favorite Beach City citizens. Ooh, that's good. Man, so Williams giving me the more opinions. Offended. I'm offended, but I'm so strong. They rush the ending, they hit the origin of the diamonds, hence the origin of gems in general. They use that screen time and animation budget in making that one Ronaldo episode. Okay, yes, when you say it like that, I can't even be offended because the Ronaldo episode, when I think about all of that, when I think about all of the lore that we could have had, that I still hope that we will have, knock on wood, in Lars of the Stars upcoming show, um, the Ronaldo episode hurts. I'm not gonna lie, it does hurt. You're saying I love it though. It just it does kind of hurt me as a viewer and as a sci-fi enthusiast to think that the crew, that Rebecca, that the storytellers on Steven Universe never had the priority of showcasing or dumping a lot of lore. The lore is definitely this thing that complements the character development, that shapes and informs, I don't know, all of their psyche and stuff. But it was never something to be explained start to finish science fiction style, you know? And anything I missed in the chat, it is lovely that you love Lars and Sadie. You're saying, I also like how the show has so many episodes because there's so many episodes focusing on different aspects, on characters and location. Ronaldo, Greg, Connie, the Gems, Kiki, Lars, Sadie, etc. From that description that you've given me right now, right here, Riva, I have a feeling that maybe uh, when you get to an ending and then there's like not the highest amounts of lore drops. I feel like you're gonna soak in the character development more than, I don't know, any amount of lore. You know, I feel like that's how it's gonna be. I I really am living for these character descriptions and things. You're saying like how there's episodes that concentrate on Steven and a specific gem, like a solo Steven and Garnet adventure, Steven and Amethyst, Steven and Pearl, Steven and Connie. Oh my god. Oh my god. I and I okay, your perspective. I've seen the show more than once, I want to say, but your perspective of it is it does make me see it anew. The fact that they've done that so intentionally is I don't know, valuable. That's freaking valuable and intentional, I will say, because of the nature of how relationships are addressed in this show, because of all of that. And hey, you gave me the rundown in the Discord DMs, but am I gonna like have all of it up in here? You're saying what Ronaldo episode? No spoilers, please. I just finished the motel episode, and that's like early season 2, right? Also Uncle Grandpa. Yeah, I hope we haven't given you too many spoilers up in here, but there's yeah, Ronaldo gets some screen time, and you know what? I'm sure it's valuable in many capacities, and maybe they even had fun making that. I'm sad though. I'm sad when I think about it. You say sorry for yapping, never say sorry for yapping, because I don't know. If you weren't yapping, then I would just be around being sad, you know? There's Dr. Williams saying, I wanted more Peridot. We got plenty of Peridot, but I wanted more. That's very understandable. That's got to be like the type of a favorite character. I was kind of wondering if I should do that little animation meme type thing where you talk about, I don't know, favorite characters, and it's some kind of a song like her, I don't know, something like that. And I don't know, maybe Peridot should be in there, or Pearl. I don't know. Maybe I'll flip a coin to see which of the gems should be in there. There's River by the Sea saying, I also noticed Rebecca herself rarely worked on storyboarding and writing an episode. Most of them are the very intimate character building ones, right? I like thinking about this because I'm wondering if Steven Universe was in one of the last eras of animation that we've seen lately, where it can have, I don't know, where it had a lot of time and care and attention put into it, where it got more than 2 seasons. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. Or I don't know. The Owl House got more than 2 seasons and a lot of time and care and attention, but what I want out of shows is 5 seasons. That is specifically what I want out of a TV show. I know that Steven Universe is short episodes and maybe that affects it, but I can't help it. I cannot help it. So, it's saying, are you talking about the episode of Ronaldo making a documentary, or is it an episode I have yet to see? I think there might be 2 Ronaldo episodes. I'm not sure if I'm remembering completely, entirely, but I think there might be. You're saying I love Lapis. She deserves all the love. Very awesome. I do think Lapis, in terms of fandom popularity, has some kind of a has pretty privilege. I do think that's something that is real, but yeah, a very lovable character. There's with the quote, Steven, we can't both exist. I'm going to become half of you, and I need you to know that every moment you love being yourself, that's me, loving you and loving being you, because you're going to be something amazing, is how I remember the end of that quote, but it cuts off due to the character limit. You're talking about a season 4 Ronaldo episode. There was more than one. I feel like the one you're talking about had a little promo drop for it too, that built up hype, that built up expectation, and then because there were these long gaps in between episodes, everyone with that hype and expectation was ready for blood. And not Bloodstone, what can I say? And then there's see, we can't both exist. Okay, is what you're. Are you making yourself a little copy pasta up in here? You're making some copy pasta for us. Lovely. Ooh, do I have actually a little bit of Wi-Fi? I mean, it's a little bit late to do something properly with all of this, but do I actually have a little bit of it? I'm trying to open up the Discord, see if I get any of your message on the other little phone that I've got here. I guess not. I guess it just loaded the interface. You're gonna be something extraordinary. You're going to be a human being. It's a good time to talk about Steven Universe, maybe, because it does have these quotes like that, and I bet it's a really good pairing for listening to the entire new Rebecca Sugar kind of album also. I I I got to go out on Saturday, and when I came home a little bit too late, I told my mom I felt like a real person. I finally got to feel like a real person, almost. Not quite, because I got to just like kind of
walk the town, and then there's these two people from game night, and I got to walk around the city with them, and I haven't gotten to do that before, just sort of untethered, unsupervised, and I used to dream about doing that when I was a kid. So I thought that's what being a teenager would be like. Um, and yeah, I think probably Steven Universe is a good show for perspectives around that. Being a human being, meaning, love, other people, that kind of things. You're saying, Joro, I am the brain rot. Imagine an AU where Rose lived. Oh my god. But then, okay, in your imagining of this AU, did someone else perish? Did someone else died? And they're saying Steven would just be so different now that he has a genuine mother in his life. Right? Everyone's trying so hard, but also as you find out more about Rose's character, I I really wonder if she could have made any other decision. I really wonder if she would have still chosen to have Steven. I wonder if she would have chosen that if she would have lived. I don't know if that's a spoiler per se, because I thought I talked kind of vague right now. I'm sorry. I know you told me your approach to spoilers at some point. Oh my gosh, I'm excited about this show though. I am excited about the show, I guess. Then there's okay, guys saying I understand that, and so they're saying, Shadow, we can't both exist. You're gonna become 0.1% of me. Oh my god, your hugeness. I need you to know that every moment you love being yourself, that's me. You're loving me instead, because you're gonna be conjoined. Damn it. Hey, you write any more fiction these days? You come out with anything these days? Can I buy it off the shelves? Can I pull it off the shelves? Can I make you a New York Times bestseller? Okay, there's River saying no, literally the same show except Rose is still alive. Okay, so not swapping Rose out for Greg or anything like that. And which Kai saying about the not feeling like being a real person kind of thing. I just I like how media and talking about all of these shows and things kind of makes me go outside of myself for a second to kind of reflect on things, because I do get like weirdly in my own head, and I don't know if I want to be there. All right, you're saying Rose had to be the dad. If only Greg had gotten pregnant. Damn you. Yeah, if only Greg had gotten pregnant. All right, this is I'm smiling a lot more. Here we are, 1 hour in. If I tap various places on the screen, does that focus and refocus the camera? Yeah, Rose did get pregnant. Oh my god. Thanks for thanks for being here, you guys. I have no idea how much mobile data this thing used up, but less than I would predict. Less than I would predict. The other thing that I thought about showing you guys, other than talking about Demon Slayer and whether or not I'm Asian and whether or not Asian is a gender, I thought maybe since it's one of the only things I got going on, I could show you guys the game I'm addicted to sometimes, Polytopia. There's River saying, seriously, Jara, I really wish. Can you imagine how different the show would be? I, it is actually different enough that despite the parts where I can think of it not making sense due to a couple of lore drops, a couple of those, I would want to see a version of Steven Universe where Rose is still alive. Yeah. And and I would want to see maybe what Rebecca Sugar would have to say about that or contribute about that, but it's such a fundamentally different story that I don't know. Yeah, thanks Adam for the gift, but also where is everyone getting these things? Where is everyone getting these things? You asking why I'm Wi-Fi-less? If I knew, I would fix it. I guess that means that the reason is that there's 3 people in my house, and we all took a class that's supposed to tell us how to network, and I don't know if any of us passed it, so we don't know how to fix our own Wi-Fi, and that's what's yeah. There's a big Wi-Fi box inside the house. It's a great big Wi-Fi box. None of us knows about it. None of us knows how to fix it. Yeah, Wi-Fi-less, wifeless. You're saying that's what happens when you have a straight relationship. If Rose was lesbian, that wouldn't have happened. You wouldn't have died in childbirth. Oh my god. The when you're in a straight relationship, you become Steven Universe. I'm sure that Pearl really agreed with this assessment as well. The can I show you guys the little games in my phone? Can I show you games in my phone sometimes? Hello to Sam. Hello to you. What's on your mind? The topic of these streams can be whatever you want them to be, and I'll try to respond. But we get kind of distraction up in here. You asking how I'm doing? I think I have banished the urge to cry for now, and we talk about some cartoons. We talk about some amazing digital circus, some Steven Universe, all of the good stuff, and various anime. And what's your favorite anime? And yeah, if you talk about enough things, then you won't cry anymore. You say you play games on your phone. Yes, I play games on my phone. If you don't love Polytopia, I feel like it's important for me to note that I liked this game before Elon Musk liked it. I've liked it for longer, and I just want that to kind of be on the record that I have the epic gamer skills and I'm very awesome at it. All right, and we get some messages for review. Finally, a good stream. I can never find good streams. Most of the reasons are overwork. They do actually. I don't know. People scrolling by try to bring that energy here, but but we're chill. What can I say? Yeah, we try to be chill. There's River Bessie saying, "Hey, is that the meme? Which thing is which meme? Regnant was that the meme you're talking about, or games on your phone? Oh yeah, that's also a meme. The so I guess hi girls and gays and theys. Was that really millennial to say? I don't know. This is from the heart. It's from the heart. Um, and and we're trying to be, I don't know, gamers, homosexual while gaming. I guess that's something you're saying. I like how Steven Universe has cute cartoony star reaction eyes, right? That would happen in a couple of cartoons from that era, but I think it was really adorable, really cute, really aesthetic, dare I say, in the Steven Universe type of thing. And oh my gosh, wait, I I have this. I've been sleeping with this book at the head of my bed actually. I haven't finished it yet, and I have no idea what books I'm going to finish before the year is over and we're in 2026, but we have that. You're saying I'm actually so funny. I have no idea how, but you know what? I'll take that. Thank you. Thank you very much. There's a dude saying, "What's the game about? Sell it to me in one sentence. You have 5 seconds." Advanced bubble wrap chess addiction. That's a sentence. That's a sentence, right? That's mostly the effect that it has on me. It's one of the games that I am addicted to, and I don't know if that's a sell because I don't know. There's Sam saying I don't want to sound rude, but let me know if it's rude. But I like your accent. I don't know how any of my words are coming out because I was homeschooled for a very very long time, but however they're coming out, if that sounds good, then I'm happy that it sounds good. I don't know what I'm supposed to sound like, but yay, yippee, woohoo! All right. Um, I'm I'm weak to a compliment. What can I say? You're gonna. I'm losing my train of thought now here. But thank you very much. There's River saying, I don't know. Greg is like a good father to Steven, even if he does not feel like what actual IRL middle-aged fathers are like. See, I think that's the addition of Greg playing an instrument. He's a guitar father, not a regular father. He's a guitar father, and okay, there's probably guitar fathers that are middle-aged and not like Greg. It's probably something that very much exists, but I he's a artsy fartsy, met a giant woman, had a child, kind of a fellow, kind of an individual. Ah, I feel like that affects the entire outlook, affects who he is as a person. And when you get to know more about Greg, honestly, it makes so much sense that Rose got with him. You're saying Rose, if she were alive, would be the best mother Stephen would ever need. She would shower him with kisses and hugs and affection and would always tell her she loves him. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry. Not to do any spoilers, but I I don't know. I don't know. I can see it. I can see it because she left that message and it was so heartfelt. And you could tell that she just wanted like the best for her kid, but I have like the tiniest bit of doubt in me. Nevertheless, wow. All right, Sam saying I've never gotten into Steven Universe. Hey, if you're looking for the anti-homophobia show to freshen up your palate, it's a good option. I'll say it's a very good option. There's Eddie Williams saying, "Oh yes, the father that faked a leg injury to take advantage of his son's time and attention." Wait, I think that's in a later season. Wait, no, unless it was the motel. Okay, in which case you've already seen it. Okay. I'm trying so hard to remember where the spoilers are and where they are not. There's River saying Rose was literally a motherly woman, like the type to be caring and harsh when necessary. She's like having one thing that none of the gems can have as a substitute for Steven's maternal figures. Ooh. There's definitely the deep analysis. The deep analysis. I'm absolutely invested. I'm absolutely seated. I'm absolutely here and locked in for whatever opinions you have as you keep going through this show. You're saying my cartoon staple was always She-Ra. Bo did things to my mind. Hey, hey. The good stuff. The good stuff. Indeed. I feel like characters in She-Ra were, I don't know, fun to either identify with or have a little crush on. I think I had some kind of a crush on Entrapta, probably. There's River saying, I love She-Ra. I watched the whole show earlier this year. Good stuff, good stuff. You're saying it's the first season, Joe? Yeah, okay. I have memory issues. What can I say? You're saying you love Cachadora? Hey. Gotta love love the concept of love a romance up in there. I do wonder if people are different when they don't see as many stories about romance. Wonder if it affects your mind, wonder if it affects what you think about. I wonder these things. There's River saying, imagine Rose teaching Stephen life lessons like raising him how to fight with her sword and how to control his powers and manage Stephen's emotional crises. It's absolutely addicting to look at this massive void left in the show, this massive, just sort of, I don't know, well of mourning in this story, and think, what if something fit into all of this perfectly? What if something solved all of these problems? What if there was a source of comfort that that just made everything right, made everything better? I It sounds like you are picturing a very specific version of this show that could play out if Rose were here, and I am excited for you to, I don't know, write down these details because it's very interesting. You're saying, I'm sad because there aren't any rattlesnakes in the area. Just because we're trying to chow down on a rattlesnake doesn't mean I'm sad about it. Then Sam is saying you're like the ideal older sibling to have lore conversations. I guess I do try on purpose to know people's interests if I can and be on the same level with them if I can. So why thank you? Why thank you? I'm trying to remember if I have some She-Ra lore still in my head, but for some reason, due to having the same creator, when I think of She-Ra lore, it's like right next to thinking about the movie Nimona in my head, because it's got the same creator, honestly. Nimona up in here. Cindy Williams is saying, thanks for asking. Glad I answered your question. Peridot Lapis thoughts on him. And Cindy Williams is here saying, I ship him. And then Sam saying that She-Ra's just gay people fighting, or did I get my wires crossed and Nimona is just gay people fighting. Either way, there's definitely a pattern in these works. There's definitely a pattern. And okay, Peridot and Lapis, for whatever reason, I had like a moment in one of the hiatuses for Steven Universe where I was shipping Peridot and Amethyst. I thought their energy was fun and cool. I liked the art about them. I liked the but they only had a moment between each other in like one episode, which just goes to show how long these hiatuses were. Weeks and months of nothing to do but imagine based off sentences, based off interactions. Um, Peridot and Lapis are definitely a dream team, kind of a duo, kind of an excellent thing. You're asking if you should watch Steven Universe. Now, it's short episodes, but a lot of it. But I
I'm pretty sure you wouldn't regret it. Maybe it's just that much of a favorite for me, but I like to think you wouldn't regret it. Yeah, it's some good times if you got the space to fill. If you want to escape to something that starts out silly and funny, and then deals with the consequences. But there's a lot of silly and funny before they get to the consequences. But yeah, you're gonna have a good time being silly and funny. And then there's and and I said all that, but you've just said yes. Yeah, I love the concise sort of thing. I'm gonna go eat dinner. Thanks for having me. I subbed. Hey, good to see you around. I try to stream at regular times more or less, but hey, enjoy your dinner, enjoy your food. Check the Discord general. Okay, and now because the Wi-Fi is out and I can only access the internet on this phone. Okay, so what does it look like when I try to access the Discord from right here? Am I still live? Oh my goodness, you're giving us the best art. The very good Stephen and Rose reunited kind of an art. Okay, was I still the screen didn't black out through that just now? I can go into a Discord and stream at the same time maybe. Oh my goodness, you send in all of the fan arts. That's some good stuff. We're talking about family. This kind of private. Oh my god. And Rai showed up to say, "Hello, it's cold in my room because of poor ventilation, but I'm grateful I have a room." Whoa! Oh my goodness! What was the first thing on your mind that you're grateful you have a room? And what kind of ventilation do you want? Can you get some more blankets in there? And if there's a window, can you put blankets on top of the window or something, or under the door crack? This would make ventilation worse, but it would maybe make you warmer. I don't know. Hello to Dwight asking what's your favorite fruit, what's your favorite vegetable. Now, fruit isn't difficult whatsoever because I believe that mango is life changing. Mango is ambrosia. If somebody don't like mango, I find it hard to like them. But vegetables, on the other hand, the first one that comes to my mind is tomato for a favorite vegetable. But I know that tomato is also a fruit, so maybe my favorite vegetable lately is either sweet peas or water chestnut or broccoli. I've been using a lot of broccoli lately. Why are you saying that your favorite fruit and vegetable is banana and banana? You're a madman. You're insane. You're absolutely bonkers. This is unhinged. I feel a little better after talking for nearly an hour and a half. It's if I think too long, I'm gonna find the things that make me sad yet again. But the thing that I keep overthinking is like whether I matter to someone else, and I can't tell. I can't tell. But over in the Discord, there's River sending a lot of art. No way, River. Way, River. You're gonna see art with spoilers. I know it's really tempting to look up all of the art and stuff, but you're gonna see a little bit of spoilers here and there. Dang. Okay, don't look at the details too closely. Okay, this is really beautiful though. It's very beautiful up in there. Oh my goodness. There's the city saying I haven't eaten mango in my lifetime. Suspicious. 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 Extremely suspicious. And there's River saying seeing Rose getting to live to see her bundle of joy would make me cry a tsunami. It's just I there's a couple of meaningful Rose moments in the show, I wanna say, that have to do with the motherhood specifically, but the fan art was where you're gonna get most of your film. Not to do too much of a spoiler. There's Edwin Williams saying, "Shadow, no, you know you have me to talk to anytime. Just DM in Discord." Trolling me once again. You are trolling me once again. But I don't know. That's interesting to think about. I'm gonna get all thoughtful up on you. I'm trying to think of ways to bring meaning to my life that don't involve socializing, because I know that's how I existed for a very, very long time, but I got really centered around socializing in the last 6 months of this year, and it was great to learn a lot about myself, but
I know I went into this with the knowledge, just sort of as facts, as logic, that I can't make people care about me, that I can't control how much other people care about me. And I just I went into this knowing that, but to experience it is something else, you know? Experiencing it is different. So you're talking about a Steven Universe Gravity Falls crossover, and that's good stuff. You're gonna find fan art of that, and it's gonna be good. There's AE Web saying, "How jolly are you for the holidays?" I is that an MF Doom mask on the girl with the pearl earring? You saying I need therapy? Oh yeah, baby. That's that would be good. I need to get better at setting up my own medical appointments to get therapy for the myriad of things that go on. But yeah, you're saying we all do. Is I can't tell if you left already. Is that really truly an MF Doom mask on the girl with the pearl earring? I gotta know. All right. The other things that I'm gonna do today, while trying not to dwell on whether or not I can get people to like me, and the answer is that I cannot, but I cannot accept it either. Damn it, damn it. It's a paradox. I'm stuck. I'm freaking trapped, dude. Oh no. I'm gonna clean the house. I'm gonna read National Geographic's. Am I gonna answer honestly how jolly I am for the holidays? I'm gonna try to be jolly. I freaking guess it's a state of mind, but I keep having really intense reactions to getting out of the house and stuff. What sort of links are you sending me? I don't know if I can. dude, dude, if you send me a link on mobile, then it like it just stream. It's the only place where I have internet connection, just on the one phone. You killed it. Oh my god, that's funny. It is not that funny, and I did consider cutting it off. Actually, that is MF Doom on the girl with the pearl earring, though. I think, if I'm reading that right. I was listening to some good MF Doom this morning, enjoying the MF Doom Christmas album. That was some good stuff. Oh my god, I've been so utterly, miserably, torturously in my own head lately, and I'm complaining about it too much as well. But I listened to MF Doom Christmas album where he's remixing the Grinch, getting Grunky Splunky on that beat, and wow, I just felt so much better. That was good. All right, you're saying MF who? What's in that head? What? Wait, what kind of a question is that? I don't know, but MFDOOM, yeah, and look for the Christmas album, because that's some good stuff, some remixes of the stuff you've heard before, and I didn't realize that that was going to make me very, very happy to listen to the high quality. You know, your profile picture looks a little familiar to me. Have you been by here before? You're saying I said a lot of stuff in my head. Oh, oh yeah. Well, thanks for asking. Yeah, no, just I've been trying to socialize, but I've been trying to, well, and you see, I haven't socialized properly really in 14 years. So I'm trying to predict people's behavior and be shit. Okay, I guess I'm trying to predict people's behavior and be really dramatic such that my face has a reaction to it. I'm trying to be really pleasant and agreeable. Damn it. Sorry to be dramatic. Having a damn reaction in my face, but yeah, damn. Okay, we're gonna hide that for a second. You're saying you look 14. What's happening? Love from Russia? That's pretty damn great. Hey, good to see you. Love from Russia, indeed. I hope life is treating you well out there. There's it's damn cold. It's damn cold, isn't it? I know that's that's an oxymoron. That's stating the obvious, but I don't know. I believe in the power of complaining to bond, complaining as a way of bonding. There's guys saying love from the digital circus. Comrade, why is you freaking out? Ah, I just I'm trying to talk, but I don't know what'll make it feel better. I can talk through it. I can talk through it. Um yeah, I'm just really bad at socializing. Okay. You're saying I look 14. What do you mean 14 since social interaction? I'm just that's disgusting. Oh my god. Ah, okay. So, Hazelnut saying you want to know who you look like? I do want to know who I look like. I, uh, I very much do want to know who I look like, but I've heard a couple of things. I've heard, I've heard, I don't know, I'll tell you after in case it, affects your, what you're gonna say, but, Sunghoon from the Diamond. That's a simply marvelous, compliment. Thank you very much. I have really dreamed of, looking like one of those, K-pop individuals because I think that they're very gorgeous, very very good looking, and wow, my nose is really clogged. Ah, I got farther away from crying when I like in the middle of the stream. I found enough things to talk about to distract myself, but oh, I don't know. I'm gonna get through it somehow. Um, you have any conditions or is this your natural self? That's a good damn question. Conditions like how? Like, you mean like mental? Like, ADHD? You mean like Alzheimer's? Oh god. You're asking if I have Alzheimer's? I, don't know. I don't remember. um, I don't know. What kind of conditions could I have? You mean like physically? I have scoliosis. You didn't ask about that specifically, but that's something that I have. Ah, I I always try to believe that when I communicate something, it should be with intention. It should mean something. And this is messed up. What I'm doing right now, crying, bursting into tears, that's messed up because what I've done, I've just watched the Josh Johnson comedy special about how he thinks it's really fucking embarrassing to cry on camera. I I I'm sorry that I would embarrass comedian Josh Johnson. I really like that individual. I really like watching a lot of stuff from Josh Johnson. Oh my god. All right, let's view some some messages. Anthony Smith had said, "What's your name? You were cute." You're talking about how the Ukraine front is not so good. I uh I mean, here I am crying in a self-centered kind of a manner, and I haven't even thought about Ukraine. Yeah, there's something to cry about war in the world. And there's Eddie Williams saying, Jaro, no, I know you enough to know that whatever you're going through isn't just because you. um, it's really nice of you that your first instinct is to, I don't know, want to just say something comforting. We've been in a lot of streams together, haven't we? ah, ah. Okay, there's Trevor saying, Charles, I'm sincerely sorry if I made you cry, bro. Can I give you a hug? Hey, I'll accept some hugs. It's, it's, I don't think you made me cry. I'm just, fuck. There it goes again. Okay, I'm gonna make it through a sentence. I'm gonna make it through a sentence without, without, uh, making the noises from the Ghost Stories dub, like with the little brother. Damn it, that's not what I want to be doing. But I'll accept some virtual hugs. There's Demon Time saying the whole need to make every social interaction perfect is not something you should be working on. I mean, I don't think it's every uh I don't think it's every interaction. I just yeah, for some reason after being stuck in the house for 14 years and not interacting with a lot of people, uh for some reason the first way that I tried to get out and know more people, it was God, this is gross. Oh my God, this is gross. It was the first way that I tried to get out and meet people was really stupid and funny, and you're gonna laugh. Um, and I tried to meet people through a dating app as like my sole primary method of socialization in person. Uh, as so you could see a lot of problems with this. I hope, like from the get go, you could see a lot of you could see that this is the wrong way to go about it. And so I'm getting my first experiences while socializing, just kind of learning about myself. But it's also through this, I don't know, attempted relationship lens, but it's also through this like dehumanized, sort of pared down kind of dating app lens. And I this was not the way to learn about myself as a person, I want to say. That was it was definitely the wrong foot to start off on. But there's River saying, "Are we good? Drink some water, buddy. I care for you." I'm so sorry to freak out on you like this. I just wow. Wow, that's a lot of snot. Damn it. Uh yeah, I'm not happy with the way that I'm navigating trying to socializing and get to know people and welcome people into my life. There's Kai saying, I get it, Shami, you put this expectation on yourself to have people like you, and you're trying to make sure you're perfect, and sometimes that's hard. These feelings are normal. I know you're trying your best. That's some kind words. Thank you. Thanks. You're saying take some mushrooms, you'll find clarity. Straight up, baby. Straight up. I haven't tried substance abuse yet. We could try that next. I haven't even tried drinking, and I could. But that's not what he said. He said try mushrooms. Yeah, maybe. I like to think of myself as an open-minded. Hey, YouTube user Sadie Williams. I know you're trying to trying to be good by hiding the message that says boy or girl or snot machine. It's really funny though. Because I'm definitely a snot machine right now. What can I say? Oh my god. This is it's super gross up in here. It's super gross. What can I say? Oh god. Oh no. So that's great. You say stay strong, no abuse. I'm laughing through it a little more. Oh my god. Yeah, I just it's I think okay, I'm wondering if I can get anything out of talking through all of this and bursting into tears in a really cringe kind of a way. I want there to be some benefit that comes out of this before my phone runs out of battery, some kind of benefit that I encounter. I just yeah, I guess I'm just really hung up over one person at the moment because um and I don't even know where to start with that. I just know that I'm supposed to react to people in a less strong, more healthy kind of way. I'm supposed to have like less emotions about it. There's Secretary Williams saying, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I also care for you, Charles. You're a great person. One of my favorite. Wish I could do more. Thanks for being here. Sorry to Sorry to freak out on you. I don't know. Maybe journaling is the answer. I just wanna not feel what I'm feeling like as intensely. I think I keep freaking out over like really little things since I don't have a lot of experience socializing. I try to um and I can't even tell how little they are even because when you like go online and people have complexes about like how soon someone like replies to you and stuff. And so when I see the stuff that people freak out about online, I kind of like internalize that and try to be like, okay, people are freaking out about that, so I should expect that and I should be calm instead. Thanks for some thanks for some go outside and take a walk, promise it helps advice. I did try that the other day. I left the house to see if I could do that without permission or talking to someone about that first, and it went really well. I got I walked 2 miles, which is weird because I don't usually work out, and I got some barbecue, and so that was a really great outing. I I stayed really mad the entire time, and we're back on the stop machine. Oh my god, that's really bad. That's really bad. Wow. All right. Oh, okay, that's a little better. There's Kai saying journaling definitely helps, and trust you're not the only one who feels like this. I do too. Yeah, wanted to send you a hug through the screen now too, a little, but it's this camera perspective is crazy. So if I try to do something corny like that, it's gonna look like this. Ah. I uh, I'm glad that I found like things to laugh about in this stream. I'm pretty sure that I need hobbies. Yeah. I like to think that I have good hobbies. Being on YouTube a little bit. I want something that replaces my emotions. I not freaking out, not freaking out, not freaking out. I I want something that I can come back to that's gonna make me feel a certain way consistently instead of being like knocked around by all of this. Uh, because I wanna think that it's controllable, that I that I shouldn't be this close to a breakdown on a random God, what day is this? This close to a breakdown on a random Monday. Oh wow. My nose is super clogged. So we've had some things to laugh about, I wanna say, and feeling a little bit better here and there. And uh, I feel like I could have ended this off on a really good note for a second there. I feel like I was almost talking about, I don't know, Fiona and Cake. There's River saying, "Was this me? Was this because I brought up rose quartz?" No, no. I had the title of this stream like this before you got here. Just trying to hold it in kind of a day. It's not because of you, River. Hello to that guy Flash. What a time and what a moment to be new to a stream. My nose is clogged now. I normally sound different, but you can talk about whatever you like, and I'll try to answer. And River, I promise you did not make me cry. Um, I mean, it's some tearjerker kind of stuff going on there with some rose quartz, but nah, I was just thinking about all this to begin with. There's Anti-Dasani saying, "Don't know what's going on, but I can tell you this is a setback. Nothing wrong with letting your emotions out. It's healthy, even if people look at you crazy." Hey, that's kind of comforting. I'm sometimes worried to cry too hard because then cause one time I cried too hard and then I barfed, and now I try to avoid that. I try to not do that, but Yeah, maybe something good will come from this. Maybe something better will come from this. River is saying I love discussing fandoms with you and the fans. Yeah, it's really fun discussing with you too. I'm glad we're online at the same time as this. Glad you caught me live. There's there's Charlie showing up to say 10 plus 9 equals 21. Baby, I just coasted my way through a math class. You're gonna have to do something a little more bizarre than that to make me raise an eyebrow with your maths. You're saying it's just right like Goldilocks. There's Andy Dasani saying also love Fiona and Cake, and I sobbed every moment of Simon's story. Right, I can't wait to catch up with season 2. I am kind of wondering where watching shows is gonna like fit into my emotional regulation as I work into getting hobbies and things, because I mean it does make me feel something other than what I'm feeling right now every time I try to watch stuff. You're saying I'm one of the few places you can be yourself and be unabashedly fandom loving. Hey, you gotta let loose. Hope you get some good sleep. I'm sorry to keep you up this late, but I'm glad you got to stop by. Andy Dasani is saying I've had a crying, screaming, crying fit in my shower, like I lived in a dramatic movie. Coughing, couldn't even breathe. I was fighting for my life. Damn, I and you still believe in the benefits of letting it all out after that happened to you? I mean, yeah, framing it like this is kind of like a movie. That's some good stuff, honestly. Thank you for chatting too, River. As my nose gets disgusting on us, we're kind of gross up in here. We're kind of. Oh my god, that is truly unfortunate. Well, that's truly unfortunate. Okay, there's Andy Desani saying I had to catch up on it because I paused to watch Hasbin. Ooh, I'm really excited to watch Hasbin too, but I keep wondering when I'm gonna make time to watch that with my one in-person friend who's like, I don't know, freshly back in town. I feel like I probably have gotten spoiled on everything Has Been Hotel, but I feel like seeing it played out and actually listening to the songs, I'm still gonna have a great time probably. You're saying we all cry. It's about the steps we will take after to solve our problem. I do wonder sometimes if I'm proactive enough about solving my problems. Good night to you, River. You're saying when's the next stream? See you next stream. I'm hoping for Friday. Hoping for Friday indeed, but this entire stream is happening on mobile data and my battery is on 17%. I might I might get out of here soon. Uh I'm glad I can have enough of a train of thought that my breathing goes back to normal. That's some good stuff. We can have a laugh. We can have a yeah. We can feel better. But yeah, see you next Friday. Hopefully, if I kind of hope my Wi-Fi's back up by then. That's probably a good spot to start to wind things down, I guess. I'll say some goodbyes and things. Sorry to cry on you this hard. Oh my god. There's Sonny saying, I will say the second season of Has Been is pretty good, and I ended up getting all the spoilers beforehand, but I was still pretty shocked. Subbed, and I'll catch you next stream. Hey, thanks for, thanks for, thanks for being here for a second. Hey, it'll be, yeah, I think I'll have, stuff to smile about next stream. I'll be less inside of my own head, and I wonder if I can grab my friend and finally do that watching together that we've planned to do. Even with all the spoilers, it's pretty shocked, huh? Okay. I'm excited about that then. I'm actively jazzed. Deep breaths and I'm gonna stop this from happening again. I'm gonna stop this from happening again. All right. Normally we have a secret chat after these streams end, but I am not quite sure how I would do that on mobile. So I guess this is it. Hello to Helena Pagan or Pagan or but how do you winding down the stream. Whoa! Whoa, oh my gosh. Hey, King Hatching saying, hope you're doing okay. Sorry to hear you've been feeling sad. Woke up early but with a burning chest and not feeling so good, so I couldn't talk. Took a tablet for it, ate breakfast, but slowly better. Hey, King Hijinks, you missed the you missed a lot of snot, honestly. You haven't missed much, I will say. But hey, hope your burning chest, oh my god, starts to feel better. Do you think it's some holiday stress or something like that? I'm kind of thinking that helping my mom prepare for festivities and stuff, that's gonna be a welcome distraction when we get that. God damn it. Then we get the typical question to end us off. Girl? Question mark? I don't know. Girl? Exclamation mark. I believe what we settled on for this stream was bucket of snot machine. That's what we've got. You're saying possibly holiday stress. Jeez, 2025 can't be too careful. That's the thing, though. What were you trying to be careful of? What were you gonna do? What is this information for? We don't know each other. We don't know each other. Oh. All right, I was crying a lot, but this is stupid in a good way. Makes me laugh. It's stupid in a good way, and it makes me laugh. All right, my phone's God damn it! I know you. You're gonna get your panties in a wad about pronouns. You know, okay, this isn't relevant to anything, but I met two people using they them pronouns in real life, and neither of them used each other's pronouns, and I really want to ask them sometime what that means, why they're doing that, because I'm using they them for them, but they're not using it on each other. But I don't think I know them well enough, and I get social anxiety, so we're just gonna keep that locked inside for now. Anyway, there's a Eddie Williams saying, why does YouTube let you set pronouns and then not showing to people unless you have them set to subscriber only? I do have them set to subscriber only, but I don't know. Does it show on live streams if I put it out there? There's Charles Smith saying they knew the truth. I don't know, but do you see where I'm coming from with that? If somebody decides that it's right for their own self, wouldn't they like extend that courtesy of rightness of individuality to another person? But I think both of them are just like I don't know, technically minded, and so they're both just in their own little worlds. They don't even think about it. I don't know. That's funny to me. I don't know if you understood what I was saying. I don't know if you picked up what I was putting down, but I think about that sometimes. All right. Coming up on 2 hours. My phone battery just hit the red kind of a zone. I'll see you next Friday, maybe. Subscribe if you want to know Charlotte pronouns. Exactly. Isn't it damn funny that that's an option? You can sort of paywall it. There's Charles Smith saying, we hope but can never truly know. I appreciate the dialogue. Now I'm off to bother others. Enjoy. Well, isn't that a lovely, tiny little interaction? Sure. Yeah, I'll enjoy. We're shutting this. We're shutting this down. Thank you for being here. YouTube users, I think. Don't know if you're still here, King Hijinks, but thanks for being here. Thanks for the words of comfort and relatability with you, Kai. Hope you're a motherfucker just sent 6-7 on my. I didn't mean to swear. It came out like that. Oh, I'm being hit with the 6-7. Yeah, that might as well happen. What the fuck was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I don't know anymore. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your night. Kai hits me with the 6-7. Hey, you know how to make me laugh in all of this. We're gonna be out of here. We're gonna be out of here. All right. Thanks for tuning in.